Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hollywood Sign History Recreation from 2018. Earlier this year. So here's a Hollywood sign. It's read from the H. Here's Hollywood sign as face from over there. And these letters are like the worst because they like to bend. I'm gonna fix the sign, but that's just something. Okay, so we have the Hollywood sign again. The last 5 letters are probably facing in a different way than the first 4 letters. It says Hollywood, but when the sign was first erected in 1922, it had 4 extra letters after D, and it was actually a little different. Plus, this was slightly different. The H was slightly different. The O was slightly different, and the Y was slightly different. But then a windstorm in 1944. At the time, it was still called Hollywood Land, and by the time the O and the Y were changed, and so was the H. The H was blown off during the windstorm, which made it look like this. Thus it read this sign, but it said that as well. So it said Hollywood Land. Okay, and I'm sorry if I accidentally knocked over another letter, but okay. By this time they decided to knock all 4 of the other letters completely over, and again replace the new structure with an H, an extra H, and I don't know how that H flew to here. This new letter flew into. This new letter was replaced, and also it was it was slightly different. So by this time, something else was happening. They had to remove a bunch of stuff, and now the sign read Hollywood until August of 1978. But we're not going to focus on that for a little bit. But let's go back to but here's the reference. Back in the 1950s and 1960s, the sign was deteriorating, very little deteriorating. It wasn't really that big. In 1970, in the show called Savage Intruder, you can see that the O already started looking like a U, and it was already starting to break apart. And plus a D was probably already trying to. And plus the D was probably looking like a C, like because it was like a backward C. Because I don't know. And then came but then in 1972 it got refurbished in that time, which redid the O and the H and a few letters completely. And the sign was a site for the pranks of Hollywood, and plus it's also the same prank that was also hosting the Hollywood thing instead of the Hollywood. It said the Hollywood. But let's focus on the Hollywood one for a second. Unfortunately, the sign still kept deteriorating. And plus, in 1976 and 1977, the O already began looking like a U. They did not want to fix it. They did it again in 1977, and they left it there. In 1978, another bad thing happened. The O was knocked off Mount Lee and left it with this thing called Hollywood. But then came demolitions. It started in August, and it basically began to get teared down. And that's when they had decided to completely rebuild it. So they went to completely rebuilding it. And they eventually rebuilt most of it. But for 3 months, the entirety of Los Angeles was left without a Hollywood sign. It was left with a view like this. And by this time, it was called Hall by that time. But then they eventually added more letters. Now here's the sign. Once it was completely done. By the 19 So by by 1978, it was completely finished. Plus, Superman came out, and that featured the Hollywood sign falling down. Now, again, I'm gonna do the section again. Now, the Hollywood sign has been featured in a lot of movies. There was a theory that the age was burnt on fire in New Year's Eve of 1999, but I don't think that's true. As well. Plus, there's been a lot of pranks. Plus, the sign has been destroyed in a lot of movies. But this just because you're gonna see this letter a lot. Also, look at the nice shadow. Look at the very nice shadow. Ooh. Anyways, we're gonna see. So there's a W. Say bye to me. Say bye to me now. Bye. W Train, Bravo Express. Now. Mario or Yoshi. Signing off. Da 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 da.